Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course this is a special edition. But before we get started, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know and I know, make sure you ring that bell. So here we are. I did notice a change in Marion. I think she's actually, if she's getting close to three-shotting, if not two-shotting. Now, I did see somebody in the comments say it looks like Luke's buff does work on Marion. And I kind of think so, too. Because if you actually watch her, every now and then she'll do one that just doesn't do any damage. And why would her special not do any damage? Because Luke's buff isn't going off. So I don't know for sure, I took that from the Discord, so I don't know for sure or not. I mean, but the reality is, you don't want to be a warrior. You don't want to be a support main. You don't want to pick Marion. The reason being is Total War. The whole thing with Total War is you can actually tank all the monsters. Marion, no matter how much damage she does, will not help you tank the monsters. But a warrior can pick the monsters up and tank them, and that can be a big help. So, and again, I will say I wish I picked Vincent. With Christian's artifacts, I should have been fine for farming. I should have picked Vincent. Yep. Biggest regret. And how much damage was that? Yeah, 96%. Christian at least did 4. That's kind of my biggest regret. That I didn't pick, See, you can see with that one, she did about half. Some people are saying I should switch to Christian. I don't know. We'll see. The one advantage Christian does have is if he targets a group, he usually, because his basic attack does have AoE, he should theoretically finish the group off. Again, when I've tried that before, Marion actually, even with all her faults, Marion still ended up faster. Now that was King's Ruin. Maybe it's different in other places. I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where if we stick to working on Marion's artifacts long enough, Christian will probably win out because he'll just AoE basic attack everything. I'm still waiting to get King's Ruin down to a more reasonable time. I do plan on doing a race between Christian and Marion, doing all the stages. But to do all the stages, we need King's Ruin not to take forever. Like, I'm not going to do this if this is going to be like a 30-minute ordeal. Granted, it will, the longer it is, the more pronounced the difference between the two will be. But that's really not what but I don't want to have an hour 2-hour recordings of King's Ruin. No thank you. Oh, we forgot to check damage. We'll go back and check damage. Pretty much the same thing, 96 to 3. It was 4% last time. Not too surprising. This is one of the harder stages. This stage has about 33% more health. And I think the health is actually spread out amongst fewer monsters, so it's more concentrated. And it's much harder to AoE it down. So we'll just see how this goes. Yeah, you can see Marion, she's at least hitting hard enough where you can see the health bars move. So that's a good sign to me. Whether or not it's actually hard enough is, well, that's another question. That is another question. But she's doing it. Slowly but surely. This is actually going pretty quick, honestly. We might have to do another stage, depending on how this goes. We're actually pretty quickly... Now again, like, as Marion gets stronger, the stage clearing is not going to get dramatically faster. You'll see it more on longer stages like this. This is where she'll pick up speed, but there becomes a point where it's just like you're just limited by her artifact, by her special. so you definitely can see that everything in here is a lot tankier. But, you know, I'm completely content to just keep working on Marion. You know, my favorite hero, if his cooldown was better, would be Lucas. If Lucas had like a 19-second cooldown, oh, he would be amazing. He would fire right at the start of the battle, and with enough damage, he'd wipe everything off the screen. There's no reason not to, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it would be easy to get that much damage, but with enough damage, you know, he could one-shot the entire screen. And then, once the entire screen is one-shot, you know, he just needs to recharge right when everything's on the screen and then do it again. Boom. 13. So this was a little bit longer. I don't know that we'll do another one. And yep, 9 quadrillion. Christian doing 2%. Marion 97%. Hey, Vincent's still hanging in there with his 7 trillion. So, you know, all those levels did kind of help. But it's just like not enough to overcome the amount of health these levels just have right now. And we have 1 level to go before we clear this out. And then we're going to call it. So the final level is, of course, one of the easiest levels with the way the troops march in. It does really look like Marion is getting close to doing about half. And this is what I mean. Marion's damage is just going to keep going up. I was telling you guys, like, the more levels you put on an artifact, the more damage. And I'm hoping you can kind of see that better in King's Ruin, where, like, even though this is a week-to-week, you know, of about, you know, this is basically 140 artifact levels, but the damage increase is not linear at all. It's cubic. I mean, honestly, though, she will peak at some point when she starts one-shotting everything. I do plan on pushing past this stage at some point in the future. Probably when we're working on Vincent. Maybe with Marion. I don't know. It kind of depends. Now, if Marion can keep everything down at a really quick time, it might be worth doing. And let's take a look at the final damage meter. 94% for Marion. Not too surprising there. Vincent at least hit 8 trillion. Good job, Vincent. And the only other one in the trillions was the archers. No one else even close. Everybody else just getting their goose eggs in. But, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.